JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, St. James Municipal Cop and relative shot dead. A man and his nephew were shot and killed in a drive-by shooting along the Tucker Main Road in St. James on Friday morning. Police investigators have not yet released the identities of the victims, but have confirmed that one was employed by the St. James Municipal Corporation. It is reported that about 8 a.m., the men were traveling from the direction of Springmount towards Montego Bay when they were ambushed by gunmen traveling in another vehicle. The attackers opened fire on the men, hitting both occupants multiple times. The driver reportedly lost control of the vehicle, which crashed into an embankment. Both men were assisted to the Cornwall Regional Hospital by a passing motorist. They were later pronounced dead at hospital. Aunt suspects foul play in man's death. Mystery surrounds the death of 21-year-old window maker Lawrence Walters, whose body was found hanging from a tree in Cricket River, Clarendon, at about 9 a.m. on Wednesday. According to an aunt who lives in the community, she got a call about 4 a.m. on Wednesday morning, saying that her nephew had not returned home. Walters was last seen on Tuesday with a friend roasting corn when he got a message about 9 a.m. and said he had to go on the road. The friend reportedly went to feed pigs the following morning when he noticed the red shirt Walters had been wearing. Closer inspection revealed his body hanging from a grapefruit tree. An aunt who viewed the body shortly after it was discovered said that it was hard to believe that Walters committed suicide as the feet were bleeding, and she noticed other signs that raised her suspicions. The police is currently suspecting Walters' death to be a case of suicide. Walters was the boyfriend of 18-year-old Tricia Gregory, who was reported missing on December 20 after she was last seen about 6:30 p.m. that same day. She has not been seen or heard from since. Walters was initially taken into custody and was interviewed by the police. He, however, denied knowledge of her whereabouts. That investigation is still ongoing. His aunt described him as someone who was loving, caring, and would never hurt a fly. Police warn against illegal New Year's gun salute. The police are warned against the illegal practice of celebratory gun salutes during New Year celebrations. In a statement Thursday, the police said offenders will be prosecuted. They are also encouraging people to call the 119 police emergency number or the nearest police station to report any breach of the law. In recent years, there have been several injuries during New Year's gun salutes. The police are seeking to reassure the country that they'll be vigilant and will maintain high visibility in communities and business centers across the island. Fear in Jerusalem following murder of taxi driver. Residents of Davidson Crescent in Jerusalem say they're in fear as they believe there's likely to be a reprisal following Tuesday's fatal shooting of 29-year-old taxi driver Michael Bingling Jr. and the burning of his house in the Tough St. Andrew community. According to the Duane Park Police, about 12:15 a.m. residents heard explosions and saw fire coming from a two-bedroom house occupied by Bingling. The police along with the fire department were contacted and the blaze was extinguished upon their arrival. The charred remains of a man was later found and removed to the morgue. Although the police have not officially confirmed the identity of the deceased man, family members said Bingling was the only one in the house at the time of the incident. "Them kill Spangy," one family member was heard saying, referring to Bingling by his alias. Trelawney Farmer and Bingling's father, Michael Bingling Sr., 76, said that he got the news of his son's passing and it mashed him up. "I feel down. Me saw the place burnt to ashes. Me just feel down. I don't know what could have caused this. Him friendly, him jovial. Him no make no trouble in a Jerusalem. Me and him did very close. Me mash up," the elder Bingling said, noting that he has not yet seen his son's body. "One of nephews called me and tell me that them kill Spangy and burn him up. I got the call about 6:30 a.m. My phone did one charge, so I took out the batch out of it to use the universal charger. So as soon as I put it in back, I see the missed calls coming in. So them there try to get me earlier, but just get ready and head to Kingston same time. You know, from Trelawney take a little time for reach. I think I left there about 10 a.m., he said. Bingling Sr. said his son's mother, who lives in the United Kingdom, was so shocked by the news that she had to be taken to hospital. "It take her down. She's in the hospital right now after she here," the father of three said Wednesday. Meanwhile, a neighbor of the taxi driver said that she is now contemplating relocating because she feels unsafe. Recalling the incident, the woman said, "Me just sleep and me hear gunshots. So me hear the gunshot, me get frightened. And me start hug up my baby. After me no hear no more, me look and me see the house up on fire. And me start to cry because me know say I was alone over there." She said that after she started screaming, neighbors came out and tried to kick down the gate. However, she said this was proved to be impossible so they went through a yard and entered the taximan's yard using an opening in the zinc fence. Bingling don't trouble people. He was very quiet, said the woman. Everybody in the community love him. Everybody was mourning and crying because everybody knows him a good youth. Him and everybody talk good. Me need to go somewhere different right now because me have a baby and me don't want nothing happen. Me don't want to stay here, she added. Meanwhile, Bingling Jr.'s aunt, 72-year-old Carmen Francis, said she too is not feeling comfortable in the community anymore. Me don't feel so safe at all. Me don't know what them kill him for. Me don't know how them kill the man one son. At the first me see this from me live here, Francis said, noting that she has been living in the community for more than 10 years. Family mourns retired cop found dead on Monday, having lost communication with her brother temporarily and missing him passing by her area for a period of time. The last thing Novelet Smith expected to hear was that he had died and that his body was discovered in a state of decomposition. The older sister, 59-year-old retired police inspector Raymond Palmer, whose body was discovered at his house in Cobb on Monday, said she was heartbroken when she heard what had happened to her youngest brother. According to the police, they were alerted after neighbors reported an odor coming from the premises. Superintendent Lloyd Darby said that foul play is not suspected, based on preliminary investigations, which seem to indicate that Palmer died of natural causes. Smith said that Palmer had somewhat distanced himself from relatives, adding that it wasn't uncommon for them to be out of contact over long periods since his seclusion. I live near him, I used to see him regular, but after a while him changed and I wasn't seeing him again. When he goes out, I don't know. And when he come back, I don't know. Sometimes when I go and visit him, he's not there, she said. She said that her brother, who last served in the office of the police commissioner, had retired from the Jamaica Constabulary Force sometime around 2007 or 2008 after their mother passed away. She was unsure if he was stationed prior to that, but added that he joined the force sometime in the 1980s after leaving Spalding's High. Remembering her brother's jovial and stern, she indicated that despite Palmer's battle with diabetes and other ailments, he had a deep love for his alcoholic beverages. Yes, man, he was a drinker. Him love him rum. He was jovial, yes, but some of the times him come to you, him rough you up and probably tell you things you don't want to hear. But that was Tony, she said, referring to Palmer by his pet name. He would have been 60 on the 29th of next month. Smith, who admitted to having several ailments, said that she was in no state to view her brother's body on Monday after receiving the tragic news. I never go and look at him. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it at all. It's that my body started shaking and my heart started to race more than it used to. It's sad, but we just have to live it out, she said. Palmer, who was the last of 10 children for their parents, lived in different parishes during and after his tenure in the JCF and only fully returned to the district in December 2020. She said that in addition to his siblings, the retired couple left 2 children to mourn his loss. Illegal party promoter charged. The Manchester police have arrested and charged a promoter for an illegal party where 6 people were shot and injured earlier this month. A 12-year-old boy who was shot in the leg was among the 6 people who were left with gunshot wounds at the event, which was held in Topgrove Place in the parish. Another man who was reported to be in serious condition was being treated for multiple gunshot wounds to the chest. The parish's top cop, Superintendent Lloyd Darby, said that the promoter, who was charged under the Disaster Risk Management Act and the Noise Abatement Act, is currently before the courts. The injured people were admitted to hospital, but according to Superintendent Darby, they have all been released. Everyone has been sent home, he said. Police, who reported that the shootings occurred about 8:45 p.m., said no motive has been established for the attack. 329 new COVID-19 cases, 3 deaths reported. The Ministry of Health and Wellness in Jamaica has reported 329 new cases of COVID-19 on Thursday, bringing the total number of confirmed cases reported on the island since the start of the pandemic to 93,920. Of the new reported cases, there were 199 females and 130 males. The cases were recorded in Clarendon 2, Hanover 12, Kingston and St. Andrew 171, Manchester 19, St. Anne 14, St. Catherine 33, St. Elizabeth 3, St. James 42, St. Mary 4, St. Thomas 16, Trelawney 2, Portland 2, and Westmoreland 9. In the meantime, 3 more deaths were reported, bringing the virus death toll to 2,473. The deceased are a 73-year-old male from St. Catherine, an 84-year-old female from Kingston and St. Andrew, and an 86-year-old female from Clarendon. The country also recorded 86 new recoveries, bringing the total number of recoveries to 65,594. The country's positivity rate now stands at 27%. 1,401 active cases were confirmed in the last 2 weeks. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.